Don't stay in bed, unless you can make money in bed. I look to the future because that's where I'm going to spend the rest of my life. I honestly think it is better to be a failure at something you love than to be a success at something you hate. You can't help getting older, but you don't have to get old. Happiness is having a large, loving, caring, close-knit family in another city. Be quick to learn and wise to know. I was brought up to respect my elders, so now I don't have to respect anybody. I don't have a drinking problem. I drink. I get drunk. I fall down, no problem. Young. Old. Just words. Inside we feel like our shoe size. I find you have to take each day as it comes and be thankful for who's left and whatever you can still do. I don't worry about getting old. I'm old already. Only young people worry about getting old. Happiness? A good cigar, a good meal, a good cigar and a good woman, or a bad woman. It depends on how much happiness you can handle. No snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible. When I was a boy, the Dead Sea was only sick. Everything that goes up must come down. But there comes a time when not everything that's down can come up. There's an old saying, life begins at 40. That's silly. Life begins every morning you wake up. I never go jogging, it makes me spill my martini. My best advice, fall in love with what you do for a living. If you ask what is the single most important key to longevity, I would have to say it is avoiding worry, stress and tension. And if you didn't ask me, I'd still have to say it. Fall in love with what you're going to do for a living. To be able to get out of bed and do what you love to do for the rest of the day is beyond words. I'd rather be a failure in something I love than be successful in something I hate. Acting is all about honesty. If you can fake that, you've got it made. First you forget names, then you forget faces. Next you forget to pull your zipper up and finally, you forget to pull it down. Love is a lot like a backache. It doesn't show up on x-rays, but you know it's there. And God said let there be Satan, so people don't blame everything on me. And let there be lawyers, so people don't blame everything on Satan. The secret of a good sermon is to have a good beginning and a good ending, then having the two as close together as possible. There will always be a battle between the sexes because men and women want different things. Men want women and women want men. As long as you're working, you stay young. If I had taken my doctor's advice and quit smoking when he advised me to, I wouldn't have lived. In those days the best painkiller was ice. It wasn't addictive and it was particularly effective if you poured some whiskey over it. I love to sing, and I love to drink scotch. Most people would rather hear me drink scotch. When you stop giving and offering something to the rest of the world, it's time to turn out the lights. Too bad that all the people who know how to run the country are busy driving taxicabs and cutting hair. It takes only one drink to get me drunk. The trouble is, I can't remember if it's the 13th or the 14th. Sex after 90 is like trying to shoot pool with a rope. Even putting my cigar in its holder is a thrill. From Paris we took the Orient Express to Vienna. I must say I was terribly disappointed. Nobody was murdered on the train. You know you're getting old when you stoop to tie your shoelaces and wonder what else you could do while you're down there. Nice to be here? At my age it's nice to be anywhere. I don't care what you do for a living. If you love it, you are a success. Be sure to wear a good cologne, a nice aftershave lotion, and a strong underarm deodorant. And it might be a good idea to wear some clothes, too. I must be getting absent-minded. Whenever I complain that things aren't what they used to be, I always forget to include myself. I spent a year in that town, one Sunday. I thought to myself, why not write a bestseller? In the first place, more people buy them and more people read them. You make more money and it doesn't take any more time to write a bestseller than it does to write a book nobody buys. I should have been a country western singer. After all, I'm older than most western countries. The heart is a temple wherein all truth resides. A young mind in a healthy body is a wonderful thing, especially for an old man with an open night. People are always asking me how much I'm worth. Well, all I can say is, I've got enough money to last me the rest of my life. As long as I die in the next 20 minutes. Everyday happiness means you can't wait to come home, because the soup is hot. Tennis is a young man's game. Until you're 25, you can play singles. From 25 to 35, you should play doubles. I won't tell you exactly how old I am, but when I played, there were 28 men on the court, just on my side of the net. I can't afford to die, I'd lose too much money. It's one of the old show business axioms. No matter how successful you've been, there's always a younger and sexier seal coming along. It's no surprise that things are so screwed up. Everyone that knows how to run a government is either driving taxicabs or cutting hair. I'd rather be over the hill than under it. A married couple that plays cards together is just a fight that hasn't started yet. Retire? I'm going to stay in show business until I'm the only one left. She didn't need to go to acting school to learn that the essence of acting is to act like you're not acting.